Hey, good morning, aspiring guitarist. Okay, I'm finally gonna do what I've been saying I was gonna do for almost 2 years. Um, in 2 years, I have purchased 148 guitars. I've traded most of those in, I've given a bunch of them away. There are right at 20 guitars left. Um, Most of the guitars I have were acquired by trading in other guitars. So, what did I keep? And then I'm going to tell you, I'm going to show you. I'm going to go around the room, I'm going to show you. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on them. I'm going to tell you why I kept it. This is going to be in no particular order, although I am going to show you the two or three guitars that I play the most. In fact, every day. So let's just begin. Okay, this one really doesn't count. This is a baby Taylor. And it doesn't count, although I love it because it's my wife's. And my wife loves the Taylor. In fact, my wife is a Taylor snob. I'll tell her, hey, don't you like the way this sounds? Not a Taylor. Okay, next one. This is my Martin bass, and it is a short scale acoustic electric bass. I am not a bass expert, but I really enjoy playing around with the bass. Playing around with the bass, sometimes I will just let serious music, the bridge, classic vinyl, whatever I'm listening to, the Beatles channel, play in the background, and I will just try to pick out the bass notes along with the song they're playing. So I have fun with the bass. I have one other one. I'll show you that in a minute. This is my Martin Dreadnought Jr. I love this guitar. More on it in a little bit. This is a Cordoba. It's a Mini 2 acoustic electric, and it's a training guitar. I use it sometimes in the video. It's got the notes on it. It's very light, and I use it when I want to teach my grandkids or when I make a video and I need to specifically tell you about the musical alphabet or notes or things like that. Okay, you're going to have to put up with me getting up. So let me just get up and I'll show you some of these. This is a Luna travel size guitar. This is the Alta Vista Stallion. I like this guitar because we camp. I like the way it plays. I like the way it sounds. As you see, I'm not going to do a bunch of letting you hear it, this, that, and the other. I'm showing you. This is an Epiphone Little Tex. It is an acoustic electric. It has no preamp or controls. But I use an LR Baggs pedal to control the volume. This has a very unique sound. I will let you hear an E chord. But it's a great travel guitar. And we travel. This one here does not count because this is my wife's. This is a travel brand. They no longer make this guitar. It is all Koa. All Koa. Top, sides. And it's got the beveled armrest, the bevel cutaway. My wife loves this guitar. This is one of many Taylor GS Minis that I've owned. This is the 50th anniversary edition Rosewood back inside. My wife and I fight over this. It's a fun guitar to play. This is a Gibson LOO 12 fret Rosewood. I'm a finger style guy, and this guitar is so suited to this, especially the Rosewood back and sides. It is a beautiful guitar. It's got an LR Bags pickup in it. I love this guitar. And I had a 14 fret one before. This is more, I like this guitar. It's a Martin, it's a D11. It was based on a D16. The D16, I may be flipping this. It's Rock the Vote, David Crosby. I like the way it plays. It's got an LR Bags in it. But I like the statement it makes too. So anyway, that's why I keep that. That's the humidifier coming on. This is a Cordoba mini bass. The same as my Martin bass. I play around with it. It's an acoustic electric. No, it doesn't sound as good as a Martin, but it's easy to hold. Sometimes I take it traveling when we go camping with me too, because it's just so easy to play. And it helps me learn bass, which helps me with my notes. This, I've had many a love-hate relationship with Stratocasters. I've owned a Kenny Wayne Shepherd Signature. I've owned some expensive Strats. I just didn't like them. Why? They're too heavy. I just don't like heavy electric guitars. This is a Player 2 chambered Strat. Mine weighs 6 pounds, 1 ounce. I love it. And I'm not a big electric guy, but I do like electrics. And I've had many, many different electrics. Jazz Masters, Strandberg, Jazz Celines. This is an Epiphone Casino. There's some Beatles songs I like. It's the reason I keep it. I'm not a big pickup guy. You know, I don't get in there. I do recognize the difference between a P90, a PAF, a humbucker, or this or that, the other. I just simply love the way this plays. Now, I generally have to put a strap on it because it's uncomfortable to sit down in a chair and play. It's great standing up out in the backyard. So that's one of them I kept. Again, I love that 24 3/4 scale. Okay. This is my Fender Telecaster Player 2 in the same vein. I've always preferred the Telecaster. That's just my personal preference. This is a butterscotch blonde. But like my Strat, this is a Player 2 chambered. 6 pounds, 3 ounces. It is light. I love the way a Tele plays. This is one of 2 fret lights. This is a teaching guitar from fretlight.com. The lights light up. As you can see right there, I've used this in several videos for scales, chord progressions. My son used a fret light years ago, back when they weren't wireless. Okay, moving along. A newly acquired used guitar that I absolutely love. This is a Larrivee L40, I believe RE, and it is an acoustic electric, plays well, feels well. I really enjoy this guitar. Anyway, let's move on. This came out this was a NAMM 2025 release. This is the Gibson Hummingbird Studio Rosewood. It is a true hummingbird. It projects. I enjoy it. I love it because of the projection, and I love the way it plays. Many of y'all know I don't gravitate to dreadnoughts like I used to, simply because they hurt my shoulder. This is my old Martin OMPC A4. One of my favorite Martins. It's a performing artist neck. It's just a great guitar. It was one of the very first ones I ever put a tuner in. So I enjoy that. This is the only handmade guitar I own. It is a Goodman. This gentleman is out of, I believe it's Brewster, New York. Um, you can find his guitars on his website on Reverb. This is a long scale. This is a 26, it might be 26 and a half scale. I have it tuned down a half step. It was made, as he said, and tuned down a half step to play the blues. And it can play some blues. And I gotta tell you, you start looking inside at the perforing and everything, and you can see the craftsmanship this gentleman put in this guitar. This is a guitar that I think is very worthy for the price. It's just under $500. It's a Yamaha FG830. If somebody comes over, and yeah, sometimes I'm a snob about who I will let play my guitars. If they come over and we get on the back patio and they're a decent enough guitar player, I want them to have a decent guitar. And this is more than a decent guitar. It's very solid. It's got a great sound. Yamaha. This is a Taylor 324 CE Builder's Edition with the Builder's Edition bevels. I actually had this spec'd out, plecked. This is a great fingerstyle guitar. It is one of my favorites, no doubt. And the last one, well, it's not the last one, but it's the last one in here to see. I went through a lot of 12 strings, and there were some great ones. Takamines, all kinds. But this is an older model Breedlove, and it's a Studio C 250/SME 12 string. I love this guitar. It's when I need a 12 string, it's there for me, and it is an acoustic electric. It's got a great preamp on it. So I have a couple of, well, here's another fret light I have. The Studio Learning guitar. It's same as the other fret light. It's just, this is the electric version. As you can see, the lights come on, we'll make them go off. It works from an app called Guitar Tunes. So, you know, there are a couple of guitars, like I showed you, that I use for the purposes of video lessons and my grandkids. Y'all have seen my Ovation, my old Celebrity CC11, 1978. It's an old guitar, and I'm going this morning to pick up the first good guitar I ever bought, an Epiphone FT120. I had tuners put on. It was the only thing bad with it. 1972 model. And so I'm going to go pick that up today and see how I feel about the way they did the tuners and things like that. So what you haven't seen is that Epiphone FT120. That's strictly a sentimental, back in the early 70s guitar, and the Ovation is as well. The only other one I don't have in here right now, I've got it out on the work table, is my Godin Multiac Moondial nylon guitars. So I had 148 guitars. This is what I whittled down to, and I told you why. Could I make it less? Yeah, I could, but I keep just sitting right here. And I've sat right here at these guitars and not purchased additional ones. The last guitar I purchased was that Larrivee, and I'm going to show you the three that I play the most. And that will be that Larrivee I showed you, the Gibson L00, and the Taylor GS Mini, and actually the one I play more than anything is this Martin. And this is the Dreadnought Junior. I love the way it feels. I love the way it sounds. I love the way it sounds when it's plugged into my Loudbox Mini. This guitar is so much fun to play. And this one, I'll tell you a tiny bit about it. It was another NAMM release. This was their Street Legend makeover. This is the Martin D Junior E Street Legend Burst Acoustic Electric Guitar Custom Ink. Now, I'm not going to get into it. It does have the PA profile. I love it. It does have many things I like. It's got a 24.9 inch scale. There's so much about this guitar that fits me in my current almost 65-year-old stature. But it's just fun to play. Easy to hold. Plenty loud enough if I'm playing with other people. Is it as loud as my Dreadnoughts? No. Is it as loud as my Larrivee, which is my second most played guitar? I purchased that from a friend, and I absolutely love that Larrivee. It's part of their Legacy series. Mine is an L40RE, but this has become my number one favorite. And y'all seen me change that. In fact, I used to have fun with videos, saying this is my favorite guitar of the day. So I'm still a collector, but I'm where I want to be. I'm grateful, I'm blessed that I was able to go through so many guitars to find out what worked for someone that went through a hand condition that stopped them from playing. Finally blessed by God to get back the ability to play. You don't need 20 guitars. You need what you need. I'll end this with what I've always said about my guitar collection. I never let my guitars take away from my family. I tried to get the best deal I could get on guitars. I did not mourn when I traded a guitar in that I could have got more. My time is time is valuable to me. We all look at time differently. I know it goes without saying, everybody says time is important. Some people actually love the hoodoo of meeting somebody, selling a guitar, playing the little, will you take this, will you take that, well, how about this? I don't enjoy that. I've never enjoyed that. I am a big advocate of trading guitars at Guitar Center, who has never sponsored a video of mine ever. And I don't even know that I'd let them. I don't do that. But I like knowing that I can take a guitar in. They know me. I'm going to get, depending on the condition, the needs of the guitar, the availability of what they have in their local shop, I'm going to get somewhere, most often, between 35 and up to 60% of the retail. And I have gotten 60% on a guitar that was very expensive, and I just didn't like it. I just didn't care for it. I hung on to it a couple of months. It was part of me trying to figure out what I like to play, what I was going to settle on, and things like that. And so I look at it like now it's going back into somebody else's hands. and at least I got some either a cash for it, or I was able to um, not only be able to trade it in to get a better guitar, but it kept the cycle going and the excitement of guitars. So I don't mourn over you didn't get as much as you could. Well, I got more than than I feel like I could, because I got the enjoyment of learning about the guitar, passing that knowledge on to others, and it's my hobby. It's a beloved hobby for an instrument that I hope I never master. So I told everybody I was going to do this. I realize it could be boring to some, but hey, this is what I settled on from 148 guitars. So no matter if you've got one, none, and hope to get one, or you've got a collection like Joe Bonamassa, hey, I hope you have a great guitar journey, and most of all, happy picking.